Hi, I'm Monica and welcome back to the Woodville Alliance Parent Support Series. Today we're going to talk about numeracy and literacy at home. Now, as we've said in many of our videos, do remember that your first priority is to keep your child feeling safe and loved during these uncertain times. If your child's feeling under a lot of pressure, they can't learn much anyway, so safety first, learning second. We can give you a few tips and ideas on how to incorporate a bit of numeracy and literacy into your day, but remember, every child in the country has had their education disrupted and nobody's expecting perfection. On some days, it's simply an achievement to get through the day, and that's all right. Now, let's start with the basics. Numeracy and literacy are part of the everyday functional knowledge that we use to get by in the world. By functional, I mean knowledge that we apply to solving problems every day. Numeracy is mathematics we apply to our daily life, and literacy is language we use to get by. We have spoken in other sessions about using this time to teach your child some life skills. You will find, if you can think creatively about it, that literacy and numeracy are in the everyday tasks of living. I'm going to give you some examples of literacy and numeracy in two jobs you do in your daily life: cooking and shopping. And we'll finish off with a list of some general ideas. All of these suggestions are in an accompanying tip sheet. Okay, so let's start with cooking. Cooking is a fantastic life skill that requires so much literacy and numeracy, but is so hands-on and fun. And bonus, you get a reward at the end of it, and I mean something yummy, hopefully. To learn to cook, you need to be able to read recipes. It may be a fun idea to get your child to look up a recipe for something that they really want to make. They may be missing a particular cake from their local cafe or a favourite restaurant meal. The key here is to slow the process down and have your child interpret the recipe for you. It is important for them to understand the components of the recipe, where to find information about ingredients, or where to find the steps. You can also incorporate learning new words and improving spelling. You may ask your child to add ingredients to your shopping list and challenge them to spell the words without looking. Next, measuring out ingredients is a fantastic use of math in action. Slowing the process down for your child, you may ask them to make up 1 cup using only quarter cup measures. This helps them to understand fractions. When looking at the recipe, be sure to talk to your child as well about servings. Each recipe will indicate how many servings the recipe can make. The recipe may make 4 servings, but you may only want to make 2. So you can work together with your child on halving the ingredients in the list. Cooking also requires a good grasp of time, working out how long each step takes and whether you can work on multiple tasks at the same time. For example, we can boil the rice while we cook the stir fry. Both steps take about 10 minutes. Show your child how to use timers or clocks to keep track. So the second example we're going to talk about is shopping. As mentioned, writing a shopping list is a great place to start with some literacy. You may ask your child to sort out the items by category, for example, by frozen or fresh produce. As you walk through the supermarket together, you may also challenge your child to point out any products that they don't yet know the name of, and you can teach them. You can teach your child about how to use cash using different denominations, coins and notes, and also how to add and subtract change. If you give pocket money for a treat, for example, you can also talk them through making a decision about how they're going to use that money. And you can challenge your child to find, say, the best deal. So find the cheapest item or the best value dollar per unit. For example, your child may find a 1 kilo bag of rice for $3.20 and a 2 kilo bag of rice for $5. You can talk through which product is actually cheaper by gram. Last, here are some general ideas on how to promote numeracy and literacy in your everyday. First, create a comfortable and quiet reading space together and challenge your child to read 20 minutes of their favourite book each day. Second, why not ask your child to journal their daily life? This is an interesting time in history. Ask them to write about life in lockdown. Just a note, we would encourage you to respect your child's privacy if they don't want to share, just so that they can also learn about respecting privacy. Third, use games to learn new things, e.g. using cash in Monopoly or keeping score. Fourth, you can talk about the media that you watch together. Discuss what you think of different characters. For example, who's your favourite character? You can also talk about genre. Is this a comedy? How can you tell? Last, set yourself and your child the challenge of learning a new word each day. To finish off, we recommend that you check out the Learning Portal for some really practical tips on how to learn at home. We've included the link in the tip sheet. This website is dedicated to homeschooling, and you can filter by your child's age or the skill that you're interested in. So thanks again for watching. Take care, and we will see you next week.